Hey there everyone in Internet Land, this is Greg coming at you from Studio B in Dynamic Arts Musical Academy. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. This is the first video in our producer series. Now our producer series is going to cover recording tips and tricks and hacks and cover videos of our daily activities here in Dynamic Arts. The first thing you're thinking is, why do we need another recording tips and tricks channel? There's already 900 of them. And I'm going to tell you right now, this one is not the same. And we adjust the compressor limiter thusly. At 2.1 compression ratio, we drop by -6 dB, which gives an overall -3 decibel drop. Sure, you've got your Warren Hewerts and your Rick Beatos and your Glenn Frickers on the other side of the coin. You've got your Colt Caparoons and your Graham Cochrans from Recording Revolution. They are all wonderful. They provide excellent content. And I think here at Dynamic Arts, we're going to be able to bring you another perspective. Something perhaps that you haven't thought of before. We're a little bit different here. We'll also be posting videos called Tales from the Road, which are going to be a collection of stories, anecdotes, fun things, interviews, and maybe even some gear reviews and things like that from stuff we actually use in here, and kind of a long story of how we got to where we are. I started out recording on a Fostex R8 reel-to-reel in my parents' basement. And I just tinkered, it was a fun thing. It blew my mind that you could have sound-on-sound recordings, and I just played with those things, making my own arrangements, making my own really terrible songs, and just having a good time with it. My first DAW was Cool Edit 1.2, which I updated to 2.1, which ironically there really wasn't a big difference between the two. Two looked cooler, but other than that, there really wasn't any sonic characteristics that were different. But from there to this facility here, we have a mantra, our $10 desk and a dream. If you work hard enough at it, you can make it happen, no matter what. So, without any further ado, I'm going to jump into our first tip, and this is where things get different. We're not going to talk about recording today. Well, the actual mechanics of it. We're going to talk about the process and where you could possibly be going wrong. And so this is it. The biggest piece. Don't wear all the hats at once. Now, when we're sitting in our studio, we're trying to be an arranger, we're trying to produce, we're trying to engineer, we're trying to be a mix engineer and a mastering engineer. All at once, all of these things, and the jobs from each one of these pieces will all interlock and create a gigantic mess. And we all try to fix it in Mixdown, and it becomes so daunting that we can't get anything done. This is called workflow. Managing your workflow is the best thing ever, and it's hard because some people don't know the differences between these things. So I'm going to lay them out. The first one, the arranger. What the arranger does is creates a particular aesthetic for the song, lays out where everything happens and when and why. Are there drum breaks? Are there things? Does this not quite work? Does this chorus not quite work here? Well, let's flip that around. Let's flip this. Should our last chorus be more powerful? That's what our arranger does. It's incredibly important to have a good arrangement before you even walk in the door. Yes! We will put the brake on the and of 4 so that the drummer scratches his eyes out and finds himself in the 10th level of hell. Number 2 is a producer. Now, a producer ensures the best performances are captured and that the overall vision for the record, whether it's from the label or from the artist, is actually translated and it actually gets captured. love everything that you're doing. I mean, it's brilliant. It's amazing. It's phenomenal. I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna get rid of that take though, and what I'd like you to do this time is to not do any of what you just did. And this time, let's go with a little more energy and a little less suck. Number 3, the engineer. The engineer mics and captures the performance. That's their job, to capture it in all the pristine clarity that they can. Hey! What? This is a microphone. Those go there. This is a sandwich wrapper. Carry on. They're also in charge of editing. Now this is where things get sticky. So go ahead and time align all the drums, just snap them all to the grid, just pop, 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 pop. And then I want you to take the best snare hit that you can find. There should be at least one in there, I would think. And I want you to, by hand, go through and replace every single snare hit with those. And yeah. Oh, and go ahead and re-record all the bass tracks yourself, because I think that bass player was on Glenn Fricker's channel. I need a cigarette. So before the next step, all these things have to be done. You have to have an arrangement. It has to be produced, it has to be engineered, and that engineer edits it so that when the mixer gets it, he doesn't go, Number 4, the mixing engineer. So, can you hear the bounce and the sway and the push of the compressor?
No, I can't.
Well, what about the detail and all the squeeze and all the juice?
No.
Well, what about all this beautiful analog warmth?
No. To be honest, it sounds like shit.
All you do as a mixing engineer is to mix. You are putting that sparkle, you're putting that balance, you are creating your excitement, you are making it happen. If you are still editing things and going, that guitar is still there, that vocalist needs to be a little bit tuned here or there, this is just wrong. The bass player's off time here, I need to edit this. You can't focus on what you're doing as a mixer if you're still editing. Son of a And worse off if you're still arranging. I think we should put chorus 2 over in chorus 3. I think the takes from chorus 3, did we even comp the vocals? You'll never get anything done. You'll never get your mixes done. Mixes will take days instead of hours. You know, your best mixing is literally done in the first 15 minutes that you sit down at the console. Truth. Mastering engineer. This is the last stage. This is the stage where people go, what is mastering? What is this? What does this mean?
So, do you want me to start a mastering suite?
Nah, just load up some isotope elements and make it loud as balls. I'm gonna have a cigarette. Mastering is the final thing. You cannot fix a bad mix in mastering. You cannot fix a bad sound in mastering. Mastering just basically prepares everything for the medium in which it's going to be released or broadcast. That's all. And that is all mastering is. So the point of this video is that if you do not put all of these things in the proper order where they go, if you are still editing in the mixing process, son of a bitch! You're gonna have problems. You can streamline your work. It'll take a song that would literally take you 5 days to mix, mixable in just a couple hours. I hope everyone enjoyed the video today. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day, and we'll catch you next week with our second video in the series. Be sure to like, smash subscribe, and become part of the channel. Send us messages. I like messages. I'll read anything. I'll reply. Thank you very much. We'll catch you next week. This has been Greg from Dynamic Arts Musical Academy and Recording Studios. Signing off.
You can never save me.